What's good? We are back for another episode of Ask Esskimo. Today's question comes from someone called King Kojak. Now my printer's run out of ink, so I got to read from the screen, which means I can't look at the camera while I'm reading. So this might get a little awkward, but life's awkward, you know what I'm saying? What's up? I go by King Kojak. I just turned 18 not long ago. I'm from York City, Pennsylvania, USA. I really don't have much to my name as is. My parent, I won't go too into that. He had a hard life, you know. He's been through some shit. Doesn't currently live in his house. He was kicked out 2 years ago and he's been drifting since then. All he has is a computer, a keyboard missing a USB cord, a Blue Yeti USB mic and a hunger for rap. He can't find a job and he's unemployed. He's been rapping since he was 13, but he doesn't know how to start without a ton of money. He spent years learning the craft, perfecting himself, studying the greats. He even interned at a music production studio, but no matter what he does, he can't figure out where to go with rap and how to get there. He writes, reads and freestyles from when he wakes up and when he goes to sleep. Rap's the only thing he knows. There's nothing else he's good at besides growing plants. What should someone like him do to get his feet on the ground and start building a fan base? Now, the music industry is completely different. Let's say a few years ago, maybe even as close as 5, maybe as far as 10, where, you know, if you had talent, all you needed was the connections, right? All you needed was someone who could put you through this channel to meet that person, and music just sold at such a rate. If it was good music with good marketing behind it, music sold at such a big rate that that's pretty much all you needed. In recent times, where we can just get music wherever we want, you know, it's all about building a brand. And unless you already have that brand in place, where you've got a fan base, where you're already making money, you know, you're not going to get an easy ride. It's going to be hard because you have to have the money. You have to be the money. You have to be worth money. Like, let's just for an example, I know you didn't say anything about record labels, but you know, that's what most people think of when it comes to, you know, making something in music, is getting signed to a big label. Like, a record label isn't going to take you from 0 sales to 1 million sales, right? They're looking to take you from 100,000 sales to 1 million sales, you know what I'm saying? They want to see that you're already selling, and then they're going to use their tools and their resources to bump that up and take a split, right? Like I say, the record label thing is just an example. This will be a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, because I know personally a lot of people in this situation that want to get somewhere with their music. It's going to be a hard pill to swallow, and that's, you need to fall back a sec, right? I know all you want in life right now is to be big in the rap game. I know that's your focus, that's everything you want, but you know, while you're in a position where you can barely finance your life, you can't even afford luxuries in your life or whatever, you have no business chasing a music career, right? Because if you don't have the money, then all you're going to be doing is making half-ass quality music, you know, with half-ass quality promotion, half-ass quality videos, half-ass quality everything, because you know, you haven't got the money to invest in that quality. And like you say, your equipment's not quite up to scratch, you've got cables missing, blah blah blah. And you say that you can't find a job. You know, I know a lot of people who are in a position where they can't find a job. Trust me, jobs are out there. And if you're someone who's looking for a job, then you need to make finding a job your job. Like you say that you've got, you know, you wake up and you rap all day and all this stuff. Well, that's not what you need to be doing right now, realistically, when you can't afford to get anywhere with rap. All you're doing is playing with your hobby all day. Whereas if today you don't have money, so go out there and make finding a job your job. Leave early in the morning, come back late at night, constantly looking for a job, knocking doors, hitting people up, looking for odd jobs you can do. Hustle, you could be a street vendor. There's so many things you can do. Get it how you're living. Like, I'm not here to preach to anyone and say you shouldn't be growing plants and doing all this and doing all that. Get it how you're living. However you've got to do it, just do it. But at the end of the day, don't press forward in any kind of career that's going to cost you money when you don't have money, because every single move you look to make from that point on is going to bankrupt you. You know, if you've got $1,000 and the opportunity you need is going to cost $1,000, you spend that $1,000 and then you're there. You've made that opportunity happen. You've got to this position, but then you're broke again. And you have to go back down. No matter how far you come, if you can't afford to be there, if you don't have the resources, if you don't have the things that you need to stay there, let alone push forward from that point, you're just going to fall right back down to where you started. So for everybody out there that's in this position, get right first, financially, mentally, spiritually, every sense of the word. Get right. We can't make every move possibly our last move, you know what I mean? If you don't have a steady income, if you're not doing the things it takes to make money on a pretty decent scale in that you can expand, like I'll give you an example. Like me personally, I've got enough money put behind me since I started all of this stuff. I've been putting money aside. I know I can play with money, you know what I mean? If I've got 1,000, I can just play with that 1,000 and see what happens with it, right? Because I know that I've got enough money to maintain me for a year or 2 years if shit goes south with that investment, right? And if you don't have that money behind you and you're out there playing with the money, you know, I'm all for going out there and taking shots and having a go, right? I preach that, but that's under the assumption, I assume everyone's in a, you know, at least in a maintaining position, right? If you're not maintaining, don't try and go forward. Get to the point where you're cool in all those areas I just mentioned. I think a lot of people are chasing a music career prematurely. You've got to be financially right. You need to be in the right space with it all, because your quality needs to be banging, your videos need to be banging, you need to be investing in the best forms of promotion that you know how, and so on and so forth. Nobody's getting free rides anymore. Like I said, you know, back when all you needed was talent and connection, that shit it just don't work like that no more. You need to be the person with the money. You need to be the person with the capital, or at least part of a team or whatever that's got that money, that's got that capital. Fall back, make finding a job your job, or get it how you're living. Like I say, I'm not here to preach, don't do this, don't do that. Yo, get it how you're living. Right now your focus should not be, and it goes not just to you, to whoever it applies to. If you're not in a financially stable position, you have no business chasing a music career, and you need to get yourself to a financially stable position first, or else, yo, it's going to be a million times harder for you. It's going to be damn near impossible to actually get anywhere with this. If you like the video, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you'd like me to answer your question, email me. There'll be an email at the bottom of the screen right about now. Send an email there. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me what you got going on. Tell me what questions you have, what you need help with. If I don't use your particular question for my video, then I'll at least answer back to you in email form. So you've got nothing to lose by sending those questions in. Like I say, bottom of the screen right now, you should be able to see that. Appreciate you for tuning in. Hope this helps. Peace.